You should always pay attention when a dashboard warning light illuminates. You might not have much time left to solve the issue before the car dies with the battery light on. Therefore, you should determine why the battery light is on while you are driving. The top 7 causes of this warning light, particularly while driving, are covered in this video. We also demonstrate what you should do when it starts. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Faulty or worn alternator. While the engine is running, the alternator is in charge of charging the vehicle's battery. The battery won't get the energy it needs if the alternator is malfunctioning. The alternator lasts between 100,000 and 150,000 miles on average, so this isn't a problem that needs to be fixed frequently. A failing alternator will exhibit a number of symptoms, such as dim headlights and broken electrical systems. You'll have a dead car battery if it isn't fixed right away. Broken or slipping alternator belt. The alternator and other accessories are operated by the serpentine belt. When maintained, it typically lasts 50,000 to 100,000 miles. You'll experience difficulty operating the alternator if the serpentine belt starts to fail or slip. Additionally, this issue causes squealing, especially in cold weather. Additionally, if the battery completely dies, you might notice dimming or flickering lights, and the engine might stall. Bad alternator pulley. The alternator pulley is circled by the serpentine belt as it weaves in and out of the various parts. Numerous issues with the belt may result from a damaged or failing pulley, which then affects the alternator. A damaged belt might be the first indication that there is a problem with the pulley. You will notice some wear and tear if the belt is catching on the pulley or rubbing against it. Additionally, if you inspect the pulley, you might find physical damage. You should be on the lookout for the typical indications of a dead car battery in addition to burning smells and odd noises. Bad battery. There is always a possibility that the issue is actually with the vehicle's battery. The alternator can no longer recharge the battery once it is too dead, and the light will also turn on. A car battery typically lasts 3 to 5 years. We advise checking the condition of the car battery on a regular basis, especially before winter when the cold can be hard on weakened batteries. Bad alternator wiring. The wiring and connections necessary for voltage to travel through prevent the alternator from powering the vehicle battery on its own. The signals will become erratic if the wiring is damaged or worn, depriving the battery of the necessary charge. What will happen is that your car battery will be dead. The battery light will also illuminate, alerting you to the problem and letting you know that the battery isn't charging. Bad engine ground strap. The negative terminal of the battery is connected to the car body by the engine ground strap. It is frequently referred to as the negative battery cable and is required to keep the car's electrical system functioning. The dashboard warning lights and headlights may flicker, the battery may not charge, and the ground strap may not be properly fastened. Low voltage, difficulties starting the car, and strange electrical system malfunctions can also result from it. Battery terminal corrosion. Even when a battery is in good condition, it occasionally cannot be charged. The voltage produced by the alternator won't be able to charge the battery if corrosion has accumulated on the terminals. The collision of the hydrogen gas with the air results in corrosion. It is the substance that surrounds the connector's terminals and is either white or green in color. However, you shouldn't touch it because of how caustic it is. How to fix. It's best to pull the car over in a secure area as soon as the battery warning light appears so that the system can be examined. Because the battery or alternator could fail at any time, you don't want to keep driving. Take note of these suggestions after you've chosen a location to examine the car. Measure charging voltage. While the engine is running, you want to use your multimeter to check the battery's voltage. The battery should register 12.6 volts when the engine is off. However, that number ought to be higher when the engine is running because the alternator should produce more voltage. A typical reading would be between 13.5 and 14.5 volts. Anything lower or higher than this denotes an alternator issue. Inspect the alternator and serpentine belt. The serpentine belt is susceptible to damage from heat, abrasion, oil, and the environment. Additionally, if you look for it, the pulley may begin to wear down against the belt. After the belt has traveled 50,000 miles, you should check it frequently. Replace the belt if there are any indications of wear or damage. Before it breaks, any belt with cracks, splits, or fraying should be replaced. Additionally, search for indications that the belt sides are glazed. The belt may slip, crack, or overheat if it becomes glazed. Make a note of how the new belt goes back on if you intend to replace it yourself. A diagram ought to be present in the service manual or under the hood of the vehicle. Check the battery and terminal corrosion. Don't undervalue the significance of routinely inspecting the car battery. With the engine off, check with a multimeter that the battery voltage is 12.6 volts. Many auto parts stores offer free battery testing if you don't want to do it yourself. When you buy a new battery from one of these places, many of them will also install it for free. If there are any corrosion signs on battery terminals, you can easily fix this problem with water and baking soda solution. To prevent corrosion, you can apply some battery terminal grease on the posts. It's simple to find at auto parts stores. Check the wiring. A visual inspection of the wiring should be done as well. To check for damage, you can follow every piece of wiring from the battery to the alternator. It's crucial to replace any damaged wires as soon as possible. Make sure to check the connectors where the wiring is connected as well. Inspect engine ground. Test the ground connection with these steps. To check resistance, set the voltmeter to read in ohms. Probe the negative terminal and ground connection. The ground connection resistance is good if the reading is less than 5 ohms. To check voltage, set the voltmeter to DC current. The voltage shouldn't rise above 0.5 volts while the accessories are on. A bonding strap should be added or a new grounding location should be found if there is a place where voltage is present. Hope the information was useful for you. If so, please press the like button and subscribe to the channel.